Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I talked about my homemade milling machine, so I thought it would be about time for a little update video. And while I am at the subject of machines, I will just show you the progress on my small tiny lathe that I have been working on. I have been thinking quite a lot about my homemade milling machine for the past few weeks, and I have decided upon upgrading some parts of this machine. You need to understand that when I started this project about 2 years ago, my situation was completely different. I didn't have that much experience and knowledge in the field of machines and metalworking in general, and as of now, I actually want to spend some money on projects like this. To begin with, I want to change the motor that is currently powering this milling machine. Right now it is a 500 watt AC motor, but it overheats very quickly. I just bought a router and I want to mount it on top of the milling machine, and using a gearbox I want to convert the high RPM of the router into a much lower RPM. The router I bought does have some big advantages over this motor. To begin with, the power is much higher with 1200 watts. And besides that, the RPMs are very easy to control using a potentiometer. One downside is that the output RPM is 9000 up to 30,000 RPM, which is way too high for my liking. That's why I would like to use a gearbox to step it down to a more reasonable RPM. Although I will be using a lot of small end mills, which require a higher RPM than bigger end mills. If you have some good ideas for the drivetrain, just let me know in the comments. Besides the motor improvement, I want to change the milling table to have dovetails. It will be a huge upgrade over the cold rolled steel bars I am using at the moment. They don't work very well under the high drilling pressure, and I think dovetails just are a much better solution. I have been experimenting with making dovetails and I think I can pull it off. You can expect a video about this in the near future, at least I hope, depends on how much time I have. Now let's have a look at my small lathe. I'm almost finished working on this thing. I just need to put it together a bit more and make some sort of bracket that can hold the motor. I want to drive that thing using some pulleys and belts that I already have laying around. I am very happy about buying this machine. It may be very small, but it is completely built out of cast iron and it is very rigid and has barely any play. I can't wait until I can start working with this machine. It just feels great, and I already have a lot of projects in mind that I can use this thing for. Well, that's about it for this little update. If you want to know more, just stay tuned for future videos, and thanks for watching.